Now, hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank you all so much for coming over, man. Got this video here. It says, Jaguar Wright, Joan Rivers was right about Michelle Obama. They're saying that Jaguar Wright is saying that Joan Rivers was right about Michelle Obama. Now, I did see a clip long time ago of Joan Rivers saying something like that Michelle Obama saying that she's a man, allegedly. Now, look, I'm going to just say this. Me, myself, I don't believe it. I don't, because there really isn't a lot of evidence to prove that. I just think people are going with the narrative. But it's 2025, man. At the same time, you just never know. It's just them kids, because they were like, people were saying, well, how does she have kids? Because I'm like, man, them kids look just like them. They both look like the mama and the daddy. So me personally, I do not believe that. But we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Distinguished guests and men and women of the finest military in the world. And most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah, Michael, and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's
keep the noise levels up.
Want to make sure.
I need more context. He said Michael and I, because that's what everybody is saying. They're calling Michelle Obama Michael. I'm just wondering, is it somebody else like that they're trying to acknowledge? He said Michael and I want to acknowledge.
He knows we're coming, or she.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if she's got some cubs, that's when you really got to worry.
Yeah. You know what my kids asked me? They said, you've got to ask the president, does anything scare him?
You know, well, when Michelle's mad, I get worried.
Child, imagine your own husband in front of the world accidentally calling you a man's name not once, but several times. That's exactly what people have been pointing out.
Okay. I'm sorry to pause, but so did Obama like say that accidentally first and then people start saying it? Or were they calling Michelle Michael first? I don't know.
About Barack Obama over the years, catching those comments where he slipped and called Michelle Michael or Mike. Well, now Jaguar Wright is back at it again, digging up those old whispers and asking the real messy question. Like, was Joan Rivers onto something when she threw shade about Michelle?
Miss Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay. She doesn't.
Okay, y'all know that people have always whispered about Michelle Obama's sexuality, and her name often comes up in conversations laced with speculation and side-eye. It's one of those topics that just won't seem to go away no matter how much time passes. And now there have been even more speculations and receipts, which allegedly Jaguar Wright has been pointing out. And as always, I've gathered all of them for y'all, including some pretty spicy ones.
Original, fake. Oh, I see. They're trying to make her look more manly over there. Like, it almost look like there's a mustache. Look like there's a like a haircut. You know, over on the original, it looked like the hair is back in the ponytail. On this one, it looked like she got like a fade or something. See, this is personally, I don't give a damn who people choose to date or be with or nothing like that. I'm just wondering how the world will react. Like, just saying, hypothetically, if this was true, how would the world react to it? You know?
For starters, Dr. Rafael Espinazo, who was entrusted with former First Lady Michelle Obama's care during the 2008 presidential election, allegedly said, "I know what I saw. Michelle Obama is not a woman who used to be a man. Michelle Obama is just a man with breast implants and a huge shaving bill." On the campaign trail, no medical staff were allowed to go near her other than to take vitals if she got sick, which she never did. I know what I know because I walked in on him, while he was taking a leak standing up in a bathroom in Trenton. They paid me millions for my silence, but after seeing what they did to this country, I can't keep quiet. Let them sue me. I mean, for a doctor to openly say such things, it must mean something, right? But that's hardly the only alleged receipt. There have been receipts in the past about how Michelle Obama was registered to vote as a man from 1994 until 2008, according to documents allegedly obtained by the Illinois State Board of Elections. And based on what people noted,
Or people be digging. I see why people, like, a lot of people get sued all the time, because I'm saying, if this stuff ain't true, it's like, but boy, people be finding information, man. They be finding it. You know, talking about they paid someone millions to keep quiet.
Michelle officially changed her gender to female in 2008, the same year her husband was running for the presidency. Interesting. Number 3, Barack's half-brother Malik has always stirred the pot with regards to Michelle's identity, asking questions like, "Is Michelle Michael?" suggesting that there are family members who also find everything suspicious. In fact, Malik has made the speculation a few times, including a time where he tweeted stating he could not confirm or deny the legend of Big Mike, aka Michael LaVaughn Robinson. Actually, as recently as 2024, he talked about how he believes that Michelle is a he, and the Obamas are trying to hide her true identity. People have also always talked about how the Obamas always posted wedding pics, but no pregnancy pics or pics of the girls until 3 to 6 years old. Apparently, Michelle tries to tell the public that Malia and Sasha were conceived through IVF, but the truth is that the daughter's real mother is allegedly Dr. Anita Blanchard, who was supposedly the same doctor that delivered the Obama daughters. There are even photos of the two families vacationing together in Hawaii that made rounds, with people claiming that the real parents, Martin Nesbitt and Dr. Anita Blanchard, were always following closely behind so they could keep an eye on the Obamas. So yeah, when Joan Rivers made that bold comment about Michelle Obama, maybe she knew exactly what she was talking about. Think about it. Joan was in the business. She'd seen the rumors, heard the whispers, and knew the kind of talk that was already circulating about Michelle. Some people even believe she wasn't just joking. She was dropping tea others were too scared to say. And here's where it gets even darker. After Joan's sudden and shocking death not long after, whispers started flying again, suggesting that the Obamas had something to do with it. Could it have just been bad timing? Or did the Obamas have more to do with it than anyone's willing to admit? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they have been accused of taking care of someone who got too close to the truth. Y'all remember Tafari Campbell? The thing is, Chef Tafari had been working in the White House, and he went on to work with the Obama family.
Now this situation just poof and disappeared. You know, Obama's probably the swaggiest, coolest president to ever be in that White House, man. I feel like every president is going to have some type of rumors, some type of allegations against them. You know, you have to follow the evidence. I mean, people seem to die, disappear, all that, and then stuff, the whole story just goes away. Y'all know, if y'all are, or if you don't know, new to this channel, I cannot stand politics. It's so much corruption. So much corruption. I mean, Just look at everything that's happening right now, man. But I just feel like if someone would lie about this, hypothetically, allegedly, if they're lying about this, then people are going to be like, what else are you lying about? So, but this situation here with the chef was very, very, very strange, man. Very strange.
As a personal chef after they left office. While at the White House, Tafari was one of the chefs who brewed White House Honey Ale beer using honey from Michelle's South Lawn garden. And in 2012, the White House even released a video of Tafari and then assistant chef Sam Cass demonstrating the beer making process. Unfortunately, Tafari lost his life, and what happened was that he was out paddleboarding on a pond near the Obama's home when he lost his balance and fell in the water. He was not wearing a life jacket and he was not attached to the paddleboard, and reportedly fought to stay above the water before eventually succumbing. Tafari's body was uncovered after a 2-day search in Edgartown, Great Pond, near the home owned by the Obamas. According to a police report, the search began after a fellow paddleboarder observed him dip into the water, reappear briefly, struggling to stay on the surface, then submerge entirely. The witness also told police that he tried to swim to Tafari to save him, but did not reach him in time. Then the person swam to shore, where they alerted someone to call 911. But a lot of things have never added up about Tafari's death, and something that was being said was that Tafari had head injuries when he was found, which led people to believe that it was not an accident. There were also reports that he was found in less than 4 feet of water and that the 911 call was made hours after he fell off his paddleboard. And it was also claimed that Obama's personal coroner was the one who conducted the autopsy. Also, there have been claims that Tafari was writing a tell-all book and he was unalived because of that. Anywho, it wasn't just Joan Rivers who was out here exposing the Obamas as a prominent figure. Someone like Deanna Lorraine made speculations when she tweeted, "Michelle Obama is releasing a documentary on Netflix called Becoming. I wonder what she's becoming." Another person who made a wild comment is Stu Peters, who also wrote, "Barack doesn't have children, and he definitely didn't have them with Michelle. Martin Nesbitt and Anita Blanchard are Sasha and Malia Obama's real parents." Nesbitt is also the chairman of the Obama Foundation. Even Chelsea Clinton once suggested that Barack married a man in her since-deleted tweet. In another instance, Lynn Wood brought attention to the fact that the Obama children were adopted, and the world was lied to about something as simple as that. For reference, Lynn Wood and his law firm specialize in defamation lawsuits, and any good lawyer knows not to put anything in writing they cannot defend. Well, Jaguar Wright has also echoed those same claims about Michelle, saying the rumors aren't just smoke, they might be fire. She's even gone as far as to suggest that this could be the very reason Barack allegedly steps out and cheats. It's a messy accusation, but in the world of celebrity gossip, it only adds another layer to the already swirling questions about the Obamas. Plus, the cheating allegations are also not new. Y'all remember Vera Baker? See, Barack met Vera back in 2004 when she worked tirelessly to get him elected to the U.S. Senate, raising millions in campaign contributions. But things allegedly got super spicy between them. And there was even a testimony of a taxi driver who accompanied Obama and Vera Baker to a hotel where the two would spend the night together. The Globe even did an entire expose on this, and the allegation talked about how Vera returned to Washington, D.C. after reportedly being exiled to Martinique by Obama's wife before the presidential campaign, and then went on to say that when Vera worked for Obama on his Senate campaign, he fell hard for her. Apparently, Vera knew he was married, but Barack was the one who made a fool of himself. The article even said that a top D.C. source with knowledge of the events told them the couple spent the night together at the Hotel George. But when these rumors started making rounds, Vera was obviously devastated. Like, she even filed a lawsuit against the Globe for publishing the story and said that the story came from one of Obama's political opponents. According to Vera, the opponents had a complete disregard for the harm that the story would cause her because they were looking for anything they could use to sully the reputation of President Obama, even if it meant harming others. She said in the lawsuit that the Globe deliberately intended to convey the impression that she and Obama had an intimate encounter at a hotel, which was known to be false. According to the lawsuit, the Globe published the story with multiple headlines, including "Cheating Scandal Erupts" and "Secret Video Could Destroy Presidency," though there was no cheating, no scandal, and no video. Well, even with Vera suing the publication, there were still questions afterwards. Like, was there ever ever an affair? Did the video exist? Was she paid by the Obamas to deny the claims and then disappear? Was she forced to disappear? Guys, I don't know. But we know that there have also been rumors of a divorce in the last 2 to 3 years, with Michelle herself talking about the difficulties of a marriage, how hard it is even when you are madly in love with the person, and even when everything works out right, and how she almost left her marriage.
People think I'm being catty by saying this. It's like there were 10 years when I couldn't stand my husband. You know?
do say that. You
10 long years. And guess when it happened? When those kids were little, right?
Yes.
Right? Because, you know, you can be all great individually when you're just married. You got your life, he's got his, you come together. It's all, ooh, good to see you, bye, take it easy. And then you have kids.
Not take it easy.
Take it easy, you're traveling, that's great, good. I get to hang out and watch the TV I wanna watch.
Right.
But the minute we had kids, it was like, where are you going? And how far? And you start measuring, it's like, how many diapers did you change? And, oh, you're golfing?
See, Michelle said that for 10 years while they were trying to build their careers and worry about school and who's doing what and what, she was like, this isn't even. The problem, according to Michelle, was that Barack was focusing so much on politics, and she was primarily looking after their daughters, Sasha and Malia, and those 10 years when the kids were growing up, she just wanted to leave the marriage. She actually talked about how she'd start measuring tasks between her and Barack, like how many diapers each changed, or how much time Barack spent at the gym, or how he even had time to play golf. Basically, Michelle admitted that there was an imbalance in their marriage for years, and she was the one to sacrifice in it. I don't know, guys, it's been a lot making rounds as of late, but we have to ask ourselves, were Joan Rivers' comments just comedy or a bold truth wrapped in shade? Is Jaguar Wright simply chasing clout, or does she actually know something the rest of us don't? Is it possible that the Obamas had something to do with Joan's death? And what about those lingering whispers of divorce rumors? Are they just gossip, or could people be onto something? Let me know what you think in the comments section below.
So let me just say this. Date who you want to date, be who you want to be with. Long as everything is legal. I'm just really wondering, how would the world react if this was to be true? I don't believe it. I think someone was saying like you couldn't find pictures of her pregnant, or but then there's so has Joan Rivers, like, is there more footage of her? Elaborate more. How short, like, when did she pass away? Like, how long after she made that comment? These comments are something else, I'll tell you. My goodness. Yeah, man, I just feel like I guess that's just my only question, is how would the world react to that? Especially now. He's out of office, so it's like, I don't know. What you guys think? I mean, me personally, I would need more evidence, you know, but I feel like that's evidence we'll never get to see. Just like with that chef, you know, there was allegations and people saying this, allegedly this happened, and nothing else came out. So I don't know, but does he have somebody close to him named Michael? That's what I want to know too. Like, share, comment below, man. Peace out.